Me and my mom just moved to a new house. So
Oh, you good? You good?
I'm sorry.
Oh, you good?
You his camera. Can you come back over here?
You going with it?
Yeah,
I'll see you tomorrow.
all right.
Alright. Somebody wanna get in the lights?
I got you.
Appreciate it.
I'm the man.
Thank you. Alright, so how y'all doing this afternoon?
Okay.
Good. As stated, Mr. Wamba stated, I am Mr. Harris, with Federal State University. We have a Center for Defense and Homeland Security office there. I manage the federal internship program. Who's familiar with what an internship is? What's an internship?
It's like a volunteering, basically. So follow you around and learn the ropes before you want to actually get into it.
Okay, good. Anybody else want to add to that? Internship is pretty much like an intro to a job. All right, it's what I help students get to really kind of set them up so that the employer sees that, hey, they're bringing something to the table. Okay, and my piece is the federal piece. So agencies such as the FBI, CIA, those top tier agencies and organizations, that's what I help students prepare for. So as I stated, with those organizations and agencies, that's the best of the best. So what I do with students, I try to do what I can to make sure they're prepared to even go after those opportunities. So kind of what I'm chatting with you today about is something, it's a question that I really just want to challenge you all with, okay? Because as career professionals, like myself, Mr. Wamba and all, we understand that we don't have all the keys, okay? We don't have all the keys to the doors you're trying to unlock and everything like that. So what can you do to position yourself so that you can at least reach the people that have the keys? So those individuals we've connected with to do what we can do in our career to continue climbing that ladder, those people have invested in us. Because one day someone is going to want to invest in you. You want them to invest in you because they have those answers and those options. So the question is, they're going to ask you what we've been asked as we try to continue climbing that ladder is this. I want to turn it on first. Who are you? Who are you? That's the question that you're going to be asked. That's the question I'm asked all the time. It doesn't come in the form of that question, who are you? But it comes in the forms of questions like, so where do you see yourself in 5 years? Or what impact do you want to make on the world or society? When it comes down to it, at its simplest form, that's all they're asking is, who are you? So what I'm encouraging you all to do is be able to answer that question. Know who you are. Know what qualities you possess and what you're bringing to the table. Because again, you are going to be an investment one day. So as I go through this presentation, all you have any questions, please feel free, stop, ask, and all of that. I definitely want to create that dialogue and that conversation. So let's get started. When we see the statement here, the total package, what does that mean to you? The total package, what you got? What you think it means?
Me?
Yeah.
A complete person.
Complete person. All right, good. Who else want to add to it? What you got?
Like bringing in what you have.
Bringing in what you have. Good. Want to add to it? All right, it's okay.
Money.
All right, money. Okay, good. So let's take a look at total package. Let's say the phrase, the total package. Let's take a look at sports. Got KD, Kevin Durant, versus the King. All right.
LeBron James.
Who has the total package?
LeBron.
LeBron. Why do you think LeBron got the total package?
Because he better than Kevin Durant.
All right. How so? How's he better?
I don't know. Exactly.
Yo, come on now, you gotta sell that.
Because like he's better than
I mean, I agree. You know, I agree, but I didn't hear from you. Why does he have the total package?
I've been a LeBron fan since he came in the league.
But just because you're a fan, you gotta state the statistical facts.
So it sounds like you disagree.
Yeah, I don't disagree, but I'm saying if you're gonna pick a side, at least tell me why. All right, LeBron is better than KD in some ranges. 3-point, KD has that.
Oh, KD be pulling up.
In the paint, LeBron has that. That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. You have to prove it point.
Yeah.
All right, come on. I gotta get something now. I mean, who has the total package?
LeBron.
LeBron's an all-around player.
But I mean, they both kind of equal though. But I mean, no.
Nah?
No, but like, look, I don't know.
Okay, all right.
But I believe
Who
LeBron
else?
is
Who else?
I mean,
What
I
you think?
feel like LeBron's better because he's a team player. He's
Team
a
player?
team leader. He's
I
a
agree.
scorer. You know,
Okay. Anybody else? What you think? Who has the total package?
Say LeBron.
LeBron? Okay, all right. All right. Good. Fellas, what y'all got, Joe? What you think?
I'll go with LeBron. I mean, like I said, he's bringing more to the table. So it's what do you bring to the table that we can build? What skills do you possess, talents you possess already that we can build upon? You know?
Okay.
So in this sense, he's a better passer, better rebounder, better defender, has a bigger frame, so he's gonna be able to handle more of a workload.
Yeah.
Leadership, you know, better intangible, so to speak.
Okay, good deal. Let's go to entertainment now. We got one hand.
I got
We
more
got Drake.
tricks than the Beatles. 40, running on diesel, dog. Playing with my niggas, this legal, dog.
And on the other side, we got J. Cole.
Count me up, I'm counting my bullets, I'm loading my clips, I'm writing down names, I'm making a list, I'm checking it twice, and I'm getting them hit. The real one's been dying, the fake one's
So, who has the total package?
J. Cole.
Drake.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
All right, I need some reason. I need some backup on that.
Alright, my reason is
Your reason.
because, okay, Drake's a singer, but at the same time, if he has to rap, he can do it. And he has the hits to prove it. J. Cole has some too, but Drake honestly has more. Statistical facts. Drake and J. Cole, they're not even comparable, honestly, because it's two different type of genres. J. Cole is he talks about lyrics. He's a lyricist. Drake, he's an in his feelings type dude. He's a singer. So
Okay.
you can't really compare him. I mean, if it was like Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole, then you can kind of compare them, but that's not it. Honestly, in my opinion.
Okay, all right, I like that. I like that. Who has a rebuttal? All right. Who want to add to that?
For me, Drake is versatile. He can do pretty much almost anything he wants. J. Cole's kind of a one-trick pony.
Okay.
My good.
Yeah, you do that in there. Yeah.
It's too much.
All right. I know you disagree. You got J. Cole as being the total package. So why you say that?
Because like I mean, he's just good at what he does. I mean, Drake, he's good too, but I mean, I'm just going with J. Cole.
Okay.
Cause I mean, I like J. Cole. I like his music. I don't really listen to Drake.
You want to listen to it?
I just like J. Cole.
Okay. All right. Well, let's stick with the entertainment piece for a little bit. All right. So we just talked about some athletes. We talked about some rappers, entertainers. Okay. We'll change that total package piece. Let's look at music itself. What goes into making a classic song? What goes into making a classic song a classic?
Beats.
Okay, you got beats,
Replayability.
replayability, like that. What else? Rhythm, yeah, gotta have a rhythm to it. So you throw dance, y'all be able to dance to it, vibe to it. What you got? Oh yeah, the artist, I like that. The artist plays a factor into being a classic. Alright, old school, what y'all think? What goes to make a classic song? The hook. Yeah, okay. Alright, we get bonus points for knowing that. Good. Mobb Deep.
The hook.
The hook.
The hook is just as important as the beat.
That's right.
He's over there like you take Kinetic and had a nursery rhyme.
Scared.
The biggest selling rapper.
Oh, yeah, still Drake. Just still Drake. Dr. Drake. Still Drake.
Alright, what you got?
I agree with him. The hook is very important. But I also agree with him over there, replayability, because if they not radio's not gonna play it, it's not gonna be popular. It will not ultimately be a hit or a classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Alright. So as you see, when it comes to that classic song, when it comes to the KD, LeBron debate, the J. Cole, the Drake debate, it's not just one thing. If y'all started naming, you know, the rebound, the three-point shooting, the points in the paint, all of that is factored in. If they just had one of those things, they wouldn't be the success that they are today.
Right.
When it comes to a classic song, yeah, you can have a fire hook, but if it doesn't have any replayability, yeah, you listen to it one time, that's it. So what I'm going to be speaking about today is being that total package. Because what you all are going to be presenting to an employer one day, you're going to be presenting that total package. Because they're not going to expect you just to bring one thing to the table. Anybody can bring one thing. They're going to expect the total package because that's what they're going to invest in. That classic song has replayability because people are investing in it. Alright? One KD, break on, they're making money because people are investing in them. You came in with some KD shoes. Okay? So that's think about yourself as that investment. So what I want to give you today is those tools that are going to make you that investment. So, building your total package. What does that look like? What are some areas I'll be touching on today? Number one, attire. Okay? I want you all being mindful of that dress, what you're wearing, how that plays a factor into, how people perceive you and all of that. So I'll be touching on that. I'll be touching on communication, networking. How are you speaking with people? How are you selling yourself and your potential and your abilities? I'm also going to be talking about experience, about gaining experience. Because you got to bring something to the table. You have to bring something to which you can tell that employer, hey, this is what I know how to do. And lastly, your marketing skills. So after you've done all of this, the attire, the communication, and selling yourself, you gain experience. How do you actually market that? All right, in the system. So first up, let's talk about that dress piece, that attire piece. Why is attire so important? Why? Why is it important? Yes. What else? Why is attire and dress so important? Yes. Makes you more professional. Okay? The first thing that employer, anyone that notices about you, they notice what you have on. Okay? They notice what you have on. For myself, for speaking to you all today, yeah, I could have came in some, dirty shoes, dirty pants, ripped up shirt, but y'all would immediately size me up and be like, man, what this dude gonna be talking about? Okay? I could come like that, all right? I gotta come, with the level of professionalism to show you all that what I'm speaking about today, I'm gonna take serious, okay? Because in turn, I want you all to take it serious. Because we're talking about your life, your career, the money you make, all of that. Okay, so it's a serious game at the end of the day. So the attire piece is what people are definitely going to notice about you. All right. So in looking at these styles you see up here, I want you being mindful of the different styles of dress. So my man right here, what would this attire piece be called? What is that considered?
Sharp.
All right. It is sharp. All right. But what's the title with it? Okay. What type of dress is that considered? Business what?
Business suit.
All right.
Manager.
Business appropriate.
Okay, getting close. This style is known as business professional. Okay, so whenever you hear someone say the attire is going to be business professional, this is what you dress like. It comes with a jacket, a tie, all right, slacks, dress shoes. That is known as business professional. Okay, so when you go to career fairs, you're going to the guy that your sister principal is going to be interviewing today, he better be dressed like this. If he's not a business professional, as soon as he walks through the door, he or she walks through the door, how do you think they're going to be perceived? Are they taking that interview serious? Probably not. And your assistant principal is going to be sizing that person up as soon as they come through the door. I'm telling you, ask them. I promise you, ask them. What did you immediately think when that person walked through the door for that interview? Because they thought something. We all think something. Next up, a man down here. What would this be considered?
Casual.
Good. Casual wear. All right. So this is everyday wear, what you put on and all of that. That's casual wear. What would the next one be considered?
Like dress up.
You're on that the level I'm thinking about. So what it is. It's considered formal wear, okay? Formal wear, so proms, things like that, weddings, usually formal wear. So that's what style of dress that is. Lastly, what do you have over here?
Uniform.
This right here is business professional. So this style is going to be called what? Business
wear.
Business casual. Business casual. Okay? These are the types of professional events you'll be going to. So if you hear professional events taking place, your first question, so what's the attire? All right? Yeah, it will be one of these. Know these. Because once you know these, you can dress, you can look the part. Business casual, yeah. That's usually how, I typically try to dress every day at work. Business casual. All right? And that usually entails just some slacks or some khakis or something like that. It can either be a polo or a button-up shirt. Okay? So that is business casual attire. One thing I definitely want to speak on when it comes to the attire piece and all of that, and one reason why I honestly put this presentation together about the total package, and I want to present it to guys, is that what I see too much of is a lot of professionals solely basing everything that they present based off of their dress. Okay? They think that, hey, just because I can wear a suit and I look good in the suit, the game is done. That's all I need to do. Okay? But I want you to understand that just because you can look good in a suit, that doesn't mean you're actually bringing something to the table.
Right.
Because once you get to that professional level, you're really trying to make that serious money, those people, yeah, they'll say, wow, he looks nice in a suit. But now I'm about to ask some questions. So who are you? Those are going to be the follow-up questions. But if all you are is someone that looks good in a suit, then you're going to be immediately dismissed. They're going to move on to the next person that looks good in a suit and is also bringing something to the table. So understand that it comes back to being the total package. The dress is very important, but don't just focus on the dress. Because I'm just being frankly honest, there's a lot of people walk around this world today with nice suits and bow ties on that's not bringing anything to the table. But they look good though. All right? But they're not bringing anything to the table. I want you all to bring something more. I want you all to look beyond that. Take care of this part, but start looking beyond that and say, hey, what else am I going to bring? Because you can look good, but it doesn't mean you're actually bringing something to the table.
Hello, I'd like to order french fries, a burger, and a milkshake. This is a library.
So beauty is nothing without praise. So one thing I typically talk about when it comes to chatting with students, especially at the college level, about when it comes to dress, oh, Mr. Harris, I don't want them to change me from who I am and all of that. Like, this is who I am. This is how I like to dress and all that. Why are you trying to change me? The piece I try to get them to understand is about knowing the time and place. That is very important, knowing the time and place. So drive this home. Who knows about the Source magazine? Know about the Source? Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's a magazine back in the day, hip hop magazine and all. It was big, popular. I don't know if it's still in circulation today. All right. But you got Jay-Z from the Source magazine. Okay. Now look at this image here. Somebody break that down for me.
That one, he looks like, I don't know, he in the streets, whatever. And that one, he just looks like he going to an interview or something.
Yeah. Do you know who he's standing with on this picture?
A businessman.
Not just any. Yeah, it's Warren Buffett, one of the richest men in the entire world. Okay, definitely in America, but one of the richest men in the entire world. Why ain't Jay-Z dressed like this, holding the gun symbol on Forbes magazine?
Because this is before he came up, and this is afterwards, and it's also on the market with the.
But he still has, Jay-Z, the richest rapper out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
More professional.
All right. Why do you think he chose to? Why do you think he's not wearing this attire in this photo with Warren Buffett?
To look good for that.
Why do that though? He's Jay-Z. You don't have to.
To look professional.
Why does he want to do that though?
Because he's like, it's a business. He has to keep up a business brand for his business too.
Exactly. Yes. his brand, his image. Jay-Z, yeah, he makes a lot of money, but I'm sure Jay-Z wants to make more money. So he understands this is Source. It's a hip-hop magazine. So the hip-hop heads and all of that, you know, you into rap and everything, the same people that are completely into hip-hop in the Source magazine, they may not be the same people that buy Forbes. Okay? Not the same people. He's trying to reach another audience that can continue to build his wealth. Because he has kids now, he has a family and all of that. He realizes the time and place. The time and place. Okay? So, because he could very well be dressed like this on a hip-hop magazine. But is that actually going to happen vice versa, though? That's the deep question. So again, it's time and place. Knowing the time and place. Do what you got to do to get your foot in the door. Okay? He can start his own magazine just however he wants to. But right now, he's playing the game. Looking more on the attire piece, fashionable versus professional. This is one thing I'm always chatting with folks about, chatting with students about, knowing the difference of fashionable versus professional.
Yes, sir.
This was being on display right here. Okay? The left, that's fashionable. The right, that is going to be professional look. What's the difference you see in these two?
He's not wearing a hat and he doesn't have a book.
Okay.
Now he's just, just sharp. He's not wearing it.
Okay.
Well, he is, but he doesn't have anything.
What else you notice? The socks. His socks on full display in this picture. Okay? That's not going to be considered a professional look. Because when he goes to interviews, he's trying to get hired because the socks look good, or because he can actually speak and deliver and perform the job that's being asked of him. So this person right here, though he looks good, it's a clean look, but this is more of a fashionable look. The hat definitely makes it fashionable as well. Okay? So again, that clean, professional look is what you want to bring to the table. Because at the end of the day, that employee needs to see you as the person that's giving those answers, not as someone that just looks good. Because it comes down to this. You want to dress how you want to be addressed. All right? Any questions on the fashion piece? Attire, okay? So what are the 4 types of attire styles we talked about? Business professional, okay? And what comes with the business professional look more often?
Dressed up, having a suit.
Yes, that blazer, okay?
Casual wear.
Casual wear, okay? What's usually attire for business casual? What don't you have to have for business casual? Yeah, don't have to have a blazer. And one more thing you don't have to have. Tie. Don't have to have a tie for it. Okay? So let's move on now. So, when we talk about the attire piece, now on to the communication part. Networking. When I say the word networking, what does that mean to you all?
Online or something? Or
It can be. It can be.
or thinking skills.
Okay. All right. Who wants to add to that? Networking.
Branching out.
Branching out. Yeah. Okay. Who are you talking to? Who knows you? Because again, it goes back to those keys. Having the keys unlock the doors that you're trying to go through for that career success. You have to build your network. One thing I'm often talking with students about up at the school is who knows you. All right. Not just your friends. Okay. They can only do so much for you. Yeah, they can hook you up on, whatever new music is coming out or what games y'all trying to play. But I'm talking about career-wise. Who knows you? How does your professor see you? How does your professors and teachers see you? How does the assistant principal and the principal see you? Those are the people that are going to matter. Those are the people that are going to write recommendation letters for you and say, hey, that's a good kid. Yeah, you should pick them up. Or you should have them join you. That's what networking is all about. Building relationships is fundamental to success in the future. It will take more than just a good GPA, a degree, involvement, and awards to excel in the workplace. It will take strong relationships and strong ties. So the networking piece, how do you network? You can network with anyone. Some of your best networks are people that you already know. So who am I speaking of? Yeah, teachers, administrators, family members, associates with similar interests. Okay? So now that I kind of set the stage for what networking is, Who in here feels like they do kind of already do that already? Think so? Well, answer this. Who in here is trying to be mindful of what your administrators and what your teachers think about you? Okay, good, good. Why do you consider that? Or why are you thinking about that?
Because I want to have a positive image and don't want to look like someone I'm not.
Good, good. All right. You, why?
I don't want to be one of those kids who teacher thinks they're bad and don't do their work and stuff.
Good, good. Because remember, I mean, I know it was like me back in the day. You got that 89, and hey, you just need that one little point to bring it up to that A, okay? Yeah, if you're a good student, yeah, maybe there's a little bit of extra work you can do. You know, teacher say, yeah, you can do that. We'll see what we can do to bring that grade up 1 point. But if that student that they can't vouch for, you're never paying attention, you always falling asleep, you're not getting that 1 point. Okay? So that stuff matters a lot. And that's just at this level here. Believe me, the game gets a lot more serious when you talk about college. When you talk about actually trying to get a career that's going to pay you a lot of money. That's on a different level right there. All right? So, what's the easiest way to network? Elevator pitch. Who's heard this word before? All right. Anybody elevator pitch? Okay. An elevator pitch is pretty much, it comes from the idea of you enter a tall office building downtown or whatnot, say 30 floors to it, and you enter in on the elevator with the CEO of the company. Okay? So, you know, of course, the CEO, their office is usually on the top floor of that building. So you have those 30 floors to really talk to that person and sell yourself to them to hopefully get some type of connection on a career or job opportunity. That's where the elevator pitch comes from. 30-second overview of the individual's knowledge, skills, and accomplishments. This is what I'm always encouraging people to at least start with. So you say, hey, Sarah, I don't know how to network. I don't know how to go to somebody and sell myself. Just start with the elevator pitch. Okay? So what does that look like? Elevator pitch, opportunity to get your point across in a timely manner. So what do you start with? Who you are, what you've accomplished, and where you hope to go in the future. That's what you can start with when it comes to the elevator pitch portion. Also with that, what are your skills? Interests and future goals are as they relate to internships and jobs. So that's what elevator pitch is. So learn that, really just start to practice it. Anybody you encounter, you talk to, approach with your elevator pitch. So, you see we have our little makeshift elevator. I'm the CEO. I need a volunteer. All right, that's what I'm talking about. All right. Okay, all right, I'm standing at the elevator. All right, you come up on me. Boop. All right, doors open, we go in the elevator. Okay, I push my 30th floor. What floor do you need?
5.
5, you going to 5, okay. Now you going to 30.
Yeah.
You're not gonna say, hey, get off, huh? All right, so we're gonna go to the 30th floor. You go to 30th, okay. 30th floor, door closes. 5th floor. You got 7th floor. 10th floor.
So how was your day?
Oh, good. How you doing? 12th floor.
Alright.
All right, good. All right, 15th floor.
Who are you? What you are?
What you even do?
No. Who are you?
Oh, who are you?
20th floor. Yeah.
Oh.
21st floor. Emergency stop. You off the elevator.
You will go to 5th floor.
Now remember, it's okay. It's a learning
It was a
lesson right
mistake.
here. Okay, because see the thing is, you know who I am, okay? Because you read up on me. I mean, because you work in my company, all right? Let's say you work in the mailroom, all right? So you know who I am. You know the influence I have. You know what I can do for your career. You tired of working in the mailroom, all right? This is your shot. This is your one shot to meet me and all of that. So you start with, hey, you introduce yourself, firm handshake, and then you say who you are and what you do. You know, we're not in a job situation, so what I would like for you to do, just tell me who you are at Southview High School. All right, so elevator door closed. All right, we started.
Hey, my name is D'Angelo.
Gotta speak to him first.
Oh, how you doing there?
Oh, doing great. How you doing?
I'm doing
Mr. Harris.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
D'Angelo.
D'Angelo. Nice to meet you, D'Angelo.
Nice to meet you too.
All right.
Alright, so I'm in ninth. You know, I'm just I'm here to learn, of course. Like, we'll learn.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So what school are you attending?
Southview High School.
Southview. Okay. All right. You involved in any clubs, organizations, anything like that?
Ambush.
Ambush? I haven't heard of Ambush. What is that?
It's like a group of guys, you know, we learn about different stuff, you know, about being positive and all that stuff. We learn about different things.
Okay. All right. What do you see yourself doing in the future?
Traveling around the world.
Traveling around the world.
I want to go everywhere.
Okay. All right. Hey, well, thank you very much. Nice meeting you. All right. Here's my card. Reach out to me if you have any questions, anything I can help you with. All right. All right. Everybody, give him a hand.
I do one.
Sure. All right. Let's go. Elevator button, okay. Doors open up, step through. Alright, 34th floor you going to?
Yeah, 30. I mean, no.
30? Alright, 30. Ooh, doors closed.
How you doing?
Oh, doing great. How you doing?
Yeah, good. How you been?
Oh, been excellent. Been great, man. Yeah, the weather's nice outside today.
I heard you see you doing.
I am. Yeah, that's my name and picture on the building. So
I need a job, man. You know, that's all kinds of skills. I'm kind of strong. I can lift stuff.
you can lift stuff.
I'm good I'm smart. I'm good with numbers.
Good with numbers?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so what are you currently doing right now? You in school right now?
I'm a student at Southview.
Student at Southview High School? 10th grade, okay.
It's down Elk Road.
Elk Road, okay, alright, yeah, I think I know what that is, alright. You involved in clubs, organizations, sports, anything like that? Ambush, okay, what is ambush? I haven't heard of that.
You like learn about positive things, like man, who like
28th floor?
But yeah, but man, hit me up sometimes. Like, you hit
Oh, hit me up. Why you put the dog at the end? You put the dog? Remember how long you said the speech is gonna be? So you talking about all this breakfast and lunch and talking about, you know, on Elk Road, I think you can put something else in there.
Yeah. And you know, I know we're just doing a scenario, but one thing you don't want to do is, yeah, you need my help, okay? But don't ask for what may sound like a handout, okay? Because you're bringing something to the table, all right? What I need to see from you, I need to see you're hungry. I need to see that you're ready for that next step. Again, we're doing a scenario, not a real situation at play or a job and all of that, but I do want you to keep that in mind, you know, because you made the statement about, you know, I need a job, okay? Hey, no, it's what are you bringing to the table? I know you weren't here at the beginning, but that's kind of what this entire presentation is about, is who are you, okay? What are you bringing to the table? What are you possessing? What is that total package that you're now presenting to someone who, like that CEO, is going to want to invest in you, all right? So make sure you always think about what am I bringing to the table, okay? So thanks for volunteering, though, all right? Someone get the lights, we can move on. All right, so we'll cover the networking piece. So let's talk about experience, okay? Why does experience matter when it comes to, you know, having someone invest in you? Why does that matter? Yes.
You don't want to hire somebody that don't know what to do.
Good. You said it. An employer is not going to want to hire someone that doesn't know what they're doing. All right? So, what kind of experience are we talking about? We talk about playing video games all day. All right, sitting around, that's all you're doing. Okay? We talking about just hooping, balling all day. That's not that experience. Or, sit on the porch like Craig smoke. Okay?
Bye, Felicia.
Nuh-uh. That's not going to cut it, okay? I'm talking real experience that comes with work and being able to show that to that employer that, hey, I do have some kind of work experience. This is a little extreme, but work experience.
What's the matter with her? She in labor? In labor, I don't see her working. What are you talking about labor? How many jobs you got? One. One job? One job, you call labor? Get up and help out with the other patient. Come on, Patty Pie. Help out.
Me to me, shoe salesman, woman instructor, Susie Shop. I'm taking a bar exam, all about delivering these lazy features. Get up now, you're fine. I think I better lie down. Lying down, that's what got you here in the first place, you lazy rabbit killer.
So like I said, that's a little extreme, but you got to bring something to the table. So what does that look like for you all where you are now? School activities, okay? That's kind of doing a scenario where I ask, hey, what are you doing? What are you involved in, all right? Because the biggest mistake, and something I'll get to when we touch on the resume piece, the biggest mistake that I see a lot of students make is they think simply just, especially at the collegiate level, they think, hey, I go to class, I'm good. When it's time for me to graduate, I'm going to get a job, I'm going to get a career. But it goes back to what you said. You got to have some experience. You got to have done something other than what everybody's doing. Because you know what every other high schooler is doing across the United States and the world? They're going to class. You know what every college student is doing throughout the entire world? They're going to class. So that employer could just close their eyes and blindly pick someone if they want someone to just simply with the class. They want to get people that are actually bringing something to the table. So for you all, school activities, being involved with something. This right here is an activity. You all are doing things, they're making sure you're doing things. That can go on your resume. That's an activity. Sports that you're in. Sports matter. All right? But when you're in a sport, yeah, go after that captain's role. Go after the leadership role. Internships. We briefly touched on internships, but that is a big piece, a big part of what you want to have to go after as well. So I want to encourage you right now, when you attend college, you know, hopefully if everyone's, you know, has college on the mind that they're planning on doing the next step in, make sure you're doing an internship, period. Just make sure you go, that should be your number. Outside of keeping your grades up, make sure you're focusing on going after an internship. Job shadowing. Who knows what job shadowing is?
You're following individuals at that job, and you're basically learning and watching what they do. So when you want to do that job,
Exactly. Yeah, that's what it is. Job shadowing. You're shadowing someone that's in a position that you potentially want to work in. All right? Because you can put that on your resume. It's not something you're physically doing, but as long as you can state on your resume, hey, I'm knowledgeable in, or I have experience in observing this process, all those things matter and count. Volunteering. Who volunteers? Good, we volunteer.
Here, I work with Josh Jenner.
Okay.
I do community service.
Good, good. We volunteer, man.
I volunteered at the VA over the summer.
That's what's up. Good, good. Just doing something, okay? Just doing. You volunteer as well? Yeah.
Over the summer, my grandma, she works at this elderly building.
Okay.
Elders and I there over the summer.
Good, good, good. That's excellent. Because I tell people, yeah, you may not always have time to to get a job, to hold down a job or whatnot, but everybody has time to volunteer. All right? A couple hours a week here, there, whatnot, you're still doing something and you're gaining experience and you're able to network. All right? So you all volunteering that are volunteering right now, network. Network. Meet those people, tell them what your interests are, you know, what you're thinking about doing later on. You never know who's connected. Part-time job. Who's working? Who has a job in here?
I have one over the summer.
Okay. All right. Where was that?
I was working with an electrician.
Okay. Cool. Working with some good money. Good. Good. Yeah. All right. Part-time work. All right. My first job, McDonald's. Flipping burgers. Staying greasy every day. Okay. All right. What's your first part-time job?
Food line.
Food line. Okay.
I think it was food line across the seas. I was in the grocery game.
Okay. That's what's up. Good. Good. Yeah. So gaining the experience is what matters. Any questions on that? All right. Last piece of building that total package comes down to the resume. All right. What's a resume?
That's pretty much what you can do.
Okay.
And what your experiences are.
All right. Good. Anybody else wants to add to it? What's a resume? Well, I'll get to that. The resume piece, what I try to help people understand is, especially, going back to the student piece, you can't walk up to any employer. When I talk to my students at the university, I tell them, you can't walk up to any employer at the university and say, hey, I went to class, here's my GPA, I'm ready for a job. All right? You can't even walk into them and hand them your diploma and say, okay, what can I do with this? A resume is your entire body of work of what you've done, that total package that you speak about, that you bring to the table. That's what you're presenting to them, okay? How I view the resume, I view it somewhat how Charlie viewed this.
You found Wonka's last golden ticket. In my shop too. Listen, I'll buy it from you. I'll give you $50 and a new bicycle.
Are you crazy? I'd give him $500 for that ticket. I'm going to sell you a ticket for $500, young man.
That's enough of that. Leave the kid alone. Listen, don't let anyone have it. Take it straight home. You understand?
Thank you.
That's how I view the resume. It's your golden ticket. It's your golden. You don't let anybody touch it other than an employer. Okay? You don't let anybody. You don't let anyone bring you down from what you've accomplished. That's your golden. That's your pass for the rest of your life. That's what we use. We want to move to the next stage in our career. We want to make more money. We want to be a greater success. This is what we have to have. So again, with this, I drive home the point of you have to do more than just what everybody else is doing. Because they want to know what the education piece is on there, that section that says that, hey, I went to school and I made good grades. That's the section right here. This little section right there, education, your school, your location, when you graduated, your GPA, any honors you may have received. That right there is the only section that says, hey, I did great in school. What is everything else on your resume?
Your experiences.
Your experiences. Your experiences. The proof's in the paper. I'll tell you right now, I have students I work with,
Yes, sir.
their resume may be stopped like right here. Why is that? They haven't done anything. They haven't done anything but go into class. I work with those students, I try to help them where I can, but from where I sit, it's very sad, okay? Because in reality, what I know is, they're behind the curve a lot. So when I see them, you know, I know that the college debt that they're building up, I know the lives that they want to live and all of that. I'm looking at that student, I want to be honest with them, and I have to try to break it to them smoothly, but I know the next couple of years of their life is about to be very hard. Because they're going to have a college degree that they can't immediately use because they haven't done anything. So I challenge you all to understand that and don't repeat that pattern. Start to do it now so that when you graduate, by the time you graduate, yeah, you're being offered that $50,000, $60,000, some odd $1,000 a year job because it's possible. But you have to realize what it takes and start doing it now. Don't wait. Don't wait till senior year of high school. Don't wait till senior year of college. Now I'm going to get on it. Nah, because you can't build all of this up in 1 year. So that's what I really want to drive home with you all, is make sure you're doing more. Make sure you're bringing that total package to the table. Because ultimately, this is going to be you. That one individual right there amongst a sea of people competing for the same type of opportunities. The same type. Some people are going to be ready. Most are not going to be ready, statistics-wise. But you all need to be ready. Because going back to that question I asked at the beginning of the presentation, who are you? That's what you need to have an answer to. Who are you? Because your answer needs to somewhat follow this. You need to know who you are and what you desire to become. If you know that, that's your game plan. That's what you're sticking to. That's what's going to make you that success. Thank you all very much for your time.
Ms. Harris, we appreciate you for coming on out today and taking the time to come out. We got
I am curious, because I brought you up a second ago, when I talked about the entire piece. I know you were going to do an interview.
Yeah.
What's the first thing, I know, you know, as much of it you can't disclose, but as that interviewee walked through the door, what were you immediately sizing up?
Body language.
Body language?
And then you know, some of this stuff is gender specific.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a man, you know, then I'm checking handshake, posture, you know, being dressed appropriate, you know, not, you know, you don't want to overdo this thing, but you want to dress according to the job. So if you coming into, I'm over the custodian, so if you're coming in to interview for a custodian, I mean, I'm not expecting you to have a suit on, but if you put one on, then it'll be like, dang, man, you know, well, this person, man, is taking it pretty serious, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, mannerisms, being well-spoken. I don't want to deal with anybody that's timid. So if you like, you know, hey, you know, how you doing? You know, that's, you know, instant, man. That's a turn off. You know, so you're just looking for genuine people, man. I like to see people who got personality. So if you come in, you real dry, that's not somebody I want to work with every day. You know, so if there's somebody who comes in who may be a drop down for you, but they got way more personality, that's the person that I want. They're going to be, you know, more of a joy to be around. They're bringing energy to the table. You know, those are things that I'm sizing up.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You touched on exactly what I was looking for.
You know, if you can, man, it would be cool, man. If you could come back out and do the same thing, man, we can, you know, get some war boys, man. That's great information. And I only caught the tail end of it, y'all, because that is going to be you.
That's right.
Yeah, like, everybody needs a job, and people are going to be going after jobs that they don't even want just because they need a job.
Yeah.
You know, like when I applied for this job, 48 people applied to that job. They interviewed 12. And then, you know, I had to leg in because I was already here doing my internship. So, networking.
Internship. Okay,
Yeah.
you touched on that.
Yeah. You know, so like my whole career, man, there was somebody that I had, man, you know, whether it was my frat brother, man, or somebody that I knew I had that job before I even interviewed for the job. And more times than not, that's going to be the case, y'all. You up against people who already know this job theirs, man, it's theirs to blow. You know, so your margin for error, if you don't have a club, is very small.
Yes. There's one thing, thank you for touching on everything you did when it came to interview and all of that. Because, like I was telling them, and I originally put this together, and I think a couple of years now, I put this together, and what sparked me putting this together was I got tired of seeing students, and even adults as well, they think as long as they dress, they look good in a suit or a bow tie or whatnot, that's it. It stops there, you know, because they look good. And what I try to challenge them with is being more than just the attire, than just looking good in a suit. Because, as you know, it's going to come to the point where that suit's going to come into question, and they're going to actually challenge what's going to come out of your mouth.
You know? And to that point, I mean, I'm not a big suit guy, y'all. I mean, it really depends on the job, but it's 2019. A lot of this stuff phasing out, man. Business casual is acceptable more times than it's not, man, unless you're going to some type of formal event. You know, so like he said, I don't even care about a suit, man. As long as you come in here clean and put together, got shirt tucked in, belt on, and you look neat, you can conquer the suit, you know, by what's going to come out your mouth, like you said. Because you come in here, man, we've had people come in and interview, and they look fantastic, man.
Open it up.
And they dumb as a bag of rocks, man. You know, look great, though.
Well, yeah, look great.
Yeah.
Look great, but, yeah. So, yeah. Any questions at all, fellas, anything?
See, we got the all-black memo today.
Yeah, a little bit. So, a little hot for it, though. But.
Hey, it was cool this morning.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, my mom they call us the morning.
Is doing mandatory community service count as volunteering? Like, if I put that on a resume?
Say mandatory community service?
Yeah.
Like, as in, like, legal? Like,
I'm not gonna get into it, but yeah.
Okay. You wanna be You wanna be careful with that, you know, yeah, especially how it's written up on there, you know. Because if they do call back, you know, call that employer who you volunteered with, they may start to ask questions, and depends on they ask, well, why was he there, this and that, and someone may give a little too much information. Okay, so be careful with that. Be careful who you put down and all of that, because it can come back at some point when that employer starts to inquire.
Yeah, I'm just saying though, like if I were to put that on a resume, would that count as volunteering?
Oh yes, yeah. Volunteer is volunteering. You know,
but were you volunteering? You were told to do.
Yeah.
So it was a consequence, right?
Kind of, sort of.
Got it.
Yeah, so you're not volunteering, man. And then, like he's saying, I wouldn't even disclose that information. You're gonna have to tell what kind of legal trouble you've been in anyway.
Yeah.
We tried to hire a guy last year that I personally know. He had got the job. I mean, you know who I'm talking about too, for the record. Yeah, you know. And the only reason he didn't get the job, guys, is because he didn't put down the legal things that he had been involved in on his application. And so once they ran the background check, when they were finding out information about you that you didn't disclose. So guess what you are? Somebody that's not trustworthy.
Yep. That's how that blackball happened.
Yep.
Yeah. Word spreads.
Oh yeah.
Know that word spreads. So keep that image up.
And with these criminal justice and public safety careers, the number one thing that disqualifies is falsification, lying. Because we can't give you a gun and a badge and you're gonna lie about it. You know, you may shoot somebody, but nah, he was coming after me. You know,
he was asleep.
Yeah, he was. You know, but he was. So.
I do want to touch on, speaking of that and all. Last semester, one of the great successes I had up at the school, I brought the FBI to campus to interview our students. Okay, they had 60 open slots for interviews. All right, they ended up interviewing 37. All right, so what's that? 23 some odd slots they didn't fill. Who can tell me why those 23 slots didn't get filled?
Because they didn't want to get interviewed.
Not because they didn't want to get interviewed. They couldn't be interviewed. You know the biggest reason why they couldn't be interviewed? Smoking weed.
I went
to
that mistake too.
Okay, all right.
Twice.
That's what's up. Good. Yeah, because the FBI has a 3-year minimum drug policy. So yeah, you smoked 2.5 years ago? Nuh-uh. You don't qualify. So it's the FBI. They came to campus to interview for their internship slots. But students couldn't interview because yeah, they want to smoke weed. So I mean, what do I do in my position as I'm trying to encourage you and I want you to get out here and make money and all? My bills are paid. You know, my kids have food on the table and all that. My wife is happy. So I'm fine. You all are the up and comings. Okay? So that's the thing I have to talk with students about. Like, you make that choice. If you want to make good money over here and do everything, travel, buy what you want to buy, or you want to smoke weed. Okay? Because the mall across the creek, they hire you. They will hire you, minimal background checks and all of that. But so you can do that. But if you're trying to make real money, go federal, things such as that, now they're going to be checking you. Okay? So, you know, I hope you're not doing it. If you know people that are doing it, tell them stop, because it's only going to hurt their pockets. I'm telling you, it's only going to hurt your pockets. So, and it's a big problem. It's a bigger problem than it really needs to be. So,
Legalization is on the rise, though. In the next 5 years, for sure.
Wow.
I heard that North Carolina's gonna be one of the last states to do it because of the people we have in office right now.
Yeah, but to his point, I mean, it's still not, you know,
federal. Yeah, federally. That's the biggest
I'm
one.
still not running for it, but, you know, it's a bad investment, man, taking that, you know, war on, man, and, you know, put people in jail for that. That's another conversation.
Yeah. So, yeah. Any other questions at all? Thank y'all very much.
All right, guys. Thank you, Mr. Pierce.